Hey guys, it's Brian here at the IPCPR 2009 Trade Show. I'm here with Rubin of Alec Cigars.
Hello everybody. Hey Brian.
How you doing, man?
Good to see you.
It's nice seeing you again.
Thank you.
Why don't you take us through, you've got a lot of new product out there. Why don't you take us through some of what you have come out with?
I would love to. This is our, by far, the largest offering that we've ever had at an IPCPR or past our TDA show. I think the most we've ever come out with new at a show is maybe 2 lines. And now we have a lot of new products to offer. And the reason we're able to do this is people have been so receptive of our products and coming off the heels of Max and Tempest and the ratings that they've received. People were really asking us, what else, what's new, what do you have coming out? And what's new, as you know, that's a big thing in our industry.
It's a big thing.
And it's good because it shows the strength of the industry, that people want to know, hey, what's next, what's happening? And so, fortunately, it seems like we've hit our mark a little bit. You know, people are really embracing what we're doing. So we had an opportunity to really get creative this year over the last 12 to 18 months and develop things. And it was, you know, my staff, who I believe is the hardest working staff in the entire industry, they were like, man, how much can we do? I said, well, I'm not going to stop it because, you know, we should only have 2 or have 3. What we have that we know people want, that people, you know, we can be successful at and really provide a great experience, I think it has to be at the show. So my guys absolutely work tirelessly, and I know I'm speaking to really the cigar smoking community, but we have a great group of people, and everyone should have the type of staff that, you know, we have, the group, the family that we have, to get these kind of things done, because ultimately the guy who wins is the consumer, because they get to really, you know, this is a great time to be in the cigar business. If you look around this show, there are so many great cigars right now, and we just want to be part of them. So let's just start going through it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Take us through.
The first thing we have here is our new Alec Prensado. You know, one of the things we're doing now is we are rolling a lot of kind of Cuban-esque style cigars, and the fact that when they do the entubado, the tubing of the fillers, we tube the exact Cuban style way. We use a triple cap head on our cigars, and even if you look at the cigar, it's got that reddish brown tint. I mean, we have really found the tobaccos that we love using right now. And Prensado is using a brand new wrapper. It's called Corojo 2006, Corojo 2006. And we started working with it in 2007. And like on Tempest, that wrapper that we knew was special, when I smoked this wrapper, I knew it was something special. What took the time was really to learn how to blend with it. You know, we knew it possessed strength. We knew it possessed complexity. We knew it possessed sweetness. But because you have those components, what do you do to fill it in and not mask it?
Yeah.
So we were able to really get things moving and grooving on this line, and all built around that wrapper. And for us, it's a departure because it's a brand new wrapper. We didn't know how it was all going to come out, but it really panned out. I mean, it's beautiful. You know, it's a beautiful smoke, really complex, very rich, smooth, balanced, everything we were looking for. And the one component we were missing is that we never had a pressed cigar. That kind of semi-prensado, that semi-pressed cigar. It's pressed, but it doesn't have sharp edges. It's got nice, softer, rounded edges, but it's got a nice press feel. Brian, you're smoking it now.
Yeah, this is the second I've had. The first one I had was the first cigar of the day. I really enjoyed it. I'm liking it. You know, so far that's starting off, it's great. I'm looking forward to smoking a lot more of these in the future.
You know, I came here, the show started on Sunday. We were here a couple of days early, and it happened to be that Sunday and Monday, it seems like all I smoked was Prensado. And it wasn't a conscious effort. It was just, hey, give me a Prensado, I want to smoke something. So I'm enjoying it. It seems like everyone who's walked in, a lot of the tobacconists, and we've been pretty inundated since we're here, they all seem to want to carry Prensado. And it's a little bit limited in its production right now because we had so many things coming out. We didn't want to tax the factory. We didn't want to overproduce. We wanted to keep them in their comfort zone, you know, in terms of production. We cap all of our production and our rollers production daily. Some factories may produce per pair 400 a day. We produce a maximum of 250 cigars a day per pair, so that we get to keep the quality and the consistency.
Right?
Exactly. And if we, you know, if we say, hey, it's got to come out, you know, we're going to miss something. So we're very conscientious not to do that. So, you know, Prensado, I think, is one that everyone's really going to enjoy. Time will tell, but so far so good.
Yeah. these are great. I really like this one.
The next one that we're bringing out, and actually we launched it before the show, was Select Cabinet Reserve. Select Cabinet Reserve was an opportunity for us to again bring out the Trojes wrapper, or really the Criollo 98 seed that's grown in Trojes. And what we did was we used a lot of the Viso for Tempest. And what we did was we were coming back from a farm trip one of the days, and we were talking about what we had in terms of inventory of wrapper. And our leaf supervisor said, you know, we have a lot of the Trojes, the next priming down, just the Seco to Seco Viso. So when we got back, we went over to the bales, and we cut open one of the bales, and I looked at it, and I said, you know, if this smokes how it looks, we have something. I actually destemmed it right there. I took it, I rolled it up, and I lit it up, and I said, I think we have a project ahead of us. And so what we did was, with SCR, even though we're using that Trojes wrapper, we dropped it down a little bit, and actually just naturally on that priming, a little less strength, a little more sweetness. So the cigar is really complex and balanced. It just is natural, and I just had some people come up and say, you know, SCR is a winner. We love this cigar. This is a cigar we're gonna get behind, and the people who've already brought it in, our quickest reorders have been on Select Cabinet Reserve, and actually the launch of SCR was better for us than even Tempest. And Tempest is still really doing well for us. So there's a lot of high hopes for Select Cabinet Reserve, and this is a line I think people are going to gravitate to.
I have had that one also, and I like it. I think I might like this one more, but the Prensado.
As long as you like both, I'm good.
So far, yes. You know, so far, so good.
Hey, if we're everyone's second favorite cigar, I'm going to do just fine.
That's true. That's true.
But I think people will really gravitate to these cigars because I think the profile people are looking for, which is a little more satisfaction, a little more flavor, a lot of balance, I think we're really able to provide that in our cigars right now. The next one we have out is one that's very close to our hearts at Alec Bradley. This is called Alec Bradley Family Blend, and it says Para Nuestra Familia, which is for our family. And this cigar, you know, making a cigar that the cigar smoking community will like is a daunting task in itself. But to make a cigar that 3 fathers in their late 70s and early 80s will like, that's tough.
Yeah.
We're getting 3 guys with that many years of smoking experience all to like one cigar. That was a tough deal. But we had a lot of great direction from our fathers, and this cigar is a dedication honoring our fathers, and really all of our fathers. You know, the love that we have, there's times that we really don't say it enough, you know, but our fathers are our mentors, and that's not always for good, but good and bad. You learn, you still see everything. But this was an opportunity to honor our fathers, and it has my father's signature, Rafael Montero, my partner, his father's signature, and George Sosa, our director of sales, his father. They gave us the direction. They said, we want a cigar, we want a Cuban style, we want a pigtail. They gave us all the things. And so someone said to me, hey, what size can I get? We said, you can get any size you want as long as it's a 50 by 5.5, because that's the only size we make it in. That's what the fathers wanted. And this cigar was never supposed to really be on the market. What happened was when we would do a Tempest event, we would give away unbanded the family blend, because really it was about an event. When we're at an event, it's like we're part of their family. They bring us into their store. And
want to give them something special.
It was something special. And it's not just a, here's a hand-rolled cigar. It was something that we really believed in. And I was getting email after email saying, hey, that unbanded cigar you believe me, when are you coming out with it? And then I was cornered by a couple of guys that worked for me in a very small room in Honduras and said, we need to bring this cigar to market. And I said, no. I said, this is honoring our fathers. It's not for sale. And they said, no, you don't get it. We're getting a lot of emails. You really need to bring it out, and you're going to start pissing people off if you don't give them what they're asking for. So I said, hey, let me think about it, because I really just wanted to get out of the room alive, because there was some muscle in there. And the next day I came back, I said, if the store is willing to have us in their store and host an event, then they can buy family. And so this is an opportunity, again, to honor our fathers, let them know that we're thinking about them, and everyone's really embraced the cigar. It's a cigar you can smoke any time throughout the day. Now, we've had some media here throughout this show.
I've seen, yes.
And they And every time they sit down, you know, it's like, hey, let's talk about this stuff, and I'd like to smoke a family blend, and you know, so that cigar I think is going to do great, just because I think it's a cigar whether you light it up in the morning or you know early afternoon or even in the evening, it's a lot of nice flavor.
Great.
One of the other releases we're doing is our Vice press line. Vice was a size of Max. It was our only pressed cigar, and it was in a big chest of 50.
Yeah.
And so it was difficult for the retailers to display it, the big chest. People weren't buying boxes of 50 only because they didn't want to carry it and put it in their trunk. But the cigar sold very well. So what we did was we took that cigar, we added 2 more sizes, and we made a line out of it, and it's gone over great since we're here. All big ring gauges, 60 ring gauge, 62, 64. It's a lot of cigar, a lot of flavor, a lot of beefy smoke to it. A great level of satisfaction if you want a medium-bodied cigar with a lot of smoke. I mean, that it really produces a lot. It's got a great flavor, and so those are the 4 main offerings. And then one of the things we're doing special, very, very limited, 1,000 boxes total for this year, is we're doing, and I'm going to open the box for you because not a lot of people have seen this, we're limiting what a store can purchase just because we don't have the production. But it's our Tempest Magistry Maduro, which we've never done before, and I'm going to show you that.
Look at that. That thing's dark.
All natural Maduro. When we had the wrapper, when we purchased the wrapper, we didn't get a high yield on the wrapper. And I called the factory after we went through the fermentation and said, do I have enough to make 30,000 cigars? And it was no. And I said, do we have enough to make 25,000 cigars? And they said, no. So I said, please, can I get 20? Can we get 20? And he said, we can get 20,000 cigars. So I said, okay, gives me enough to do 1,000 boxes. And that's all it is. That's all we have. We are for many more wrapper for next year, but for this year, that's it. 1,000 boxes. Somehow or another, without me knowing, some samples of one of the boxes that we had here went out, and it was probably the best thing that could have happened because one guy told a friend of his who has a store, who told a friend of his, we're limiting the stores to what they can purchase, and I think we're sold out.
Wow.
Second day of the show, I think by the end of yesterday, we may have been sold out. So. Yeah, so I'm excited, and you know, it's exciting for us to have this.
It's a fantastic stick. That's just pitch black.
Yeah, and again, you know, what happened was they rolled it for me at the end of the year with some sample of the Maduro, and I loved it. I really thought they were going to make it just for me. But we had the wrapper, and I said,
Little did you know.
I didn't want to hold on to it. I didn't think it was fair because people have really been great with us, and we need to kind of reward them and give them something special. So this was it. And then the only other thing, we do have one new accessory that's out, which is really cool for us, which is our Alec Bradley Hendrix lighters. You know, this was something that we wanted to do that was fun for us, and that was come up with some really bright colors. I'm going to hand you a lighter, Brian. I want you to see it. I want you to feel it. It's got great weight to it. It's got a nice flame to it. The flame doesn't sputter, and it comes in these 3 cool colors. And if you look at it, you know, it's just got a nice flame. But take a feel. It's got a nice
it does have a nice feel. It's, you know, kind of meant to go right there. Yeah.
Solid. You know, it's solidly made. It's got, you know, it's just got all the components. It's not big in my pocket, but it's got good substance to it, and I like it. So I said, hey, let's get these done.
How much these retail for?
Those are going to retail for I think $39.95, and it has a big tank. You know, I'm not a big fan of the lighters that you light 2 or 3 cigars, you got to refill it.
Yeah.
Right. So I've been using this all show. It's probably right in its last day now. I've lit 100 cigars each day, but everyone likes them, and they like the colors, and it has a nice presence. It's one of those pieces that you can take it. It's elegant enough to carry it, but it's kind of rugged enough and cool enough to kind of just take it for a casual day too and light your cigar.
It does have that curved flask thing going on.
Exactly.
Kind of, yeah. I just think about it. It's like you want to take a little drink out of it, you know?
Very cool. Yeah. So we're excited. We just have so much cool stuff going on right now, and
got a ton of stuff. No, I don't think I've seen anybody else coming out with this much stuff all at once. That's impressive.
Well, you know, our customers are asking and their customers are asking. And if I wasn't able to do it, if I didn't think it would be right, it wouldn't be here. But so far, everyone's been phenomenal, and I'm humbled with all the great comments we've received. So
you've been coming out with some great stuff. So,
thank you,
yeah.
Thank you, hey, and thanks for taking the time. You know, Walt behind the camera. Thanks, man. I appreciate you being here. Ryan, thank you.
Thank you for taking time out to do
always
this. I know
my
you're
pleasure.
busy. Yeah, thank you.
That's what we're here for. But thanks for everything. Without you guys here, we wouldn't be able to get the word out. So thank you.
Thanks.
All right, we go.
Wanted a coffee?
Oh yeah, that's me. Thanks. Thank you very much.